وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. And I bear witness that there is none worthy of worship except Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was his messenger and his servant. Dear believers, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reminds us in the Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing us believers that, O you who believe, be mindful or be conscious of Allah as is the right, and you shall not depart from this world other than in a state of submission to Allah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again addresses the believers, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَقُولُوا قَوْلًا سَدِيدًا يُصْلِحْ لَكُمْ أَعْمَالَكُمْ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ ذُنُوبَكُمْ وَمَنْ يُطِعِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ فَقَدْ فَازَ فَوْزًا عَظِيمًا. Again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing us all as believers that, O you who believe, fear Allah and speak in straightforward words. Be conscious of Allah and speak what is right. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that if you will do so, Allah will correct your affairs for you for your own benefit and forgive your sins for you. And whoever obeys Allah and His Messenger indeed achieves a great success. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to count us among those that who obey Allah and His Messenger. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us tawfiq to fulfill the commandments that He subhanahu wa ta'ala has asked us to do in speaking what is right, standing up for what is right. And when we depart from this world, we are in a state of the one among those who have submitted to Allah. My dear believers, when we look at the world and the creation, and especially the creation, our own creation by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm sure all of us ask this question to ourselves, that what is my role in this world, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created me, why He sent me, and what am I supposed to do? What is my role in this society? And this is a question which is very important and very critical. And all of us must ask this question. And in order to correct our direction and vision, we go through this process individually. So we set some goals for ourselves. That okay, I am at this level in my education, I'm going to go and seek some more certification, qualification. I have to get another degree because I want to make myself better, make my resume better, get a better job opportunities. And these are, there can be many other individual goals. How can I become a better Muslim? What is my relationship with the Quran? How can I learn more Quran and memorize more surahs? So there are many ways that we as an individual look at ourselves and ways to improve personally. Now we make this bigger than as a community. We look at how this community can become better. This community can serve larger community and larger societies. And this masjid, which in 1983 was started with a small masjid, small place, alhamdulillah, slowly and slowly developed. And now, almost on every Jummah, there are over 3,500 or more people come just for Salatul Jummah. So communities evolve, communities grow as well. And the important aspect is that we must never forget, as a Muslim community, what is our role in the society. As a Muslim community, which we call this ummah of believers, what is our role in the society? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us that very simple, in the simple words. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us the purpose of this community. The purpose of this community of believers. What is our role in the society? Which is Amr bil Ma'ruf wa Nahy anil Munkar. These are the two tasks that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. That we invite towards what is good. We enjoin what is right and we forbid what is wrong. Not only that we ourselves, commit good and commit ourselves, but at the same time, we also play a role of this guide to the society at large. So we offer to the society at large, issues that are positive, issues that are good, issues that are for the betterment of the society at large. And at the same time, not only that we ourselves are to abstain from evil that is out there, but we must also make an effort to engage the society at large and to help the larger society that these are the evils that are not good for the larger society and for the benefit of the society. Now we must ask this, the question will come, that this role as of khairun, the best of the nations, okay, the quality that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us, that you are the best. This is the title of this community. You are the best of the people. And I'm referring right now to ourselves because we make this community in this Falls Church or this Fairfax County or in this community that we live. We are those that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us and addressing us that this is what makes you the best of the people. This community, this masjid, our institution is an institution that must be playing this role of inviting towards good, enjoining what is right, and forbidding what is wrong. Now, when we think about ourselves, who makes the community? Each and every one of us make this community, right? Each and every person sitting here, brothers and sisters, we all make this community and we are all part of this best of the nations, best of the community. And individually, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, the ayah which I recited earlier, it starts with this simple process of understanding that, O you who believe, be conscious of Allah as is the right of Allah, and you shall not depart from this world other than in a state of being a Muslim. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu taqullaha haqqa tuqatih wa la tamutunna illa wa antum muslimun. A very simple statement. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking us to make this commitment of a lifetime. It is a commitment to the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for our lifetime. When we say I am a believer, then I believe in Allah and I obey Allah's commandments, ati Allah wa ati Rasul, then I'm making this commitment, oh my Rabb, I'm with you all the way. As in America we say, I'm with you all the way. And this all the way is until someone is going to pray on us. That is the commitment. Commitment of a lifetime. That I am a believer and I am a believer for my life, throughout my life. So it starts with ourselves individually. Those of us, all of us who make this community, that I am individually making this commitment as a believer in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as the one that was conscious of his or her rights towards Allah. I'm making this commitment that this is for the lifetime, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking us to do. So this is the first thing, that each and every one of us makes that best of the nations, and in order to do that best of the nations, each and every one of us has to play that role of a da'i of Allah towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, one that who makes an effort towards enjoining what is right and forbidding what is wrong. Then, how are we going to do it? Okay. So, from individually, now we talk collectively. And in the same sequences of ayah from Al-Hijrah, the very next ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. This is a statement addressing all of us. It is not an individual role, and now it is turning into a collective role, holding fast together to the rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and be not divided. together. This is a process that is done together. Each and every one of us, by sharing and holding each and everyone's hand, and we collectively become part of this community, and we say that we are the ones, together we are going to be holding to this rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this hidayah, as scholars say, which is referring to the Quran, that this is what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had, the rope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us to hold on to, because this is a matter of survival of the community. Okay? Holding on to this hidayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us, and be not divided. So when the question might come that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is asking us to hold on to the rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and immediately after that, the address is, and be not divided. It is a human weakness that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us. Why this is a human weakness? Because yes, all of us have, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed us with knowledge and ilm and intellect and the ability to think. And we all think in different ways. This is a quality. This is a gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Otherwise, if all of us were good in math, all right, where will it go? Who's going to become, physician, or who's going to run businesses, or markets, or finances? So this is a gift that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us. Some are good in science or technology, or economics, or all of these different, ulum that are there. And we have different ability to think and analyze problems. So this is a gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But this gift can also turn into a challenge as well. This is where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying that with all of the knowledge and ilm and qualities that you have been bestowed with, you have been given, what are we supposed to do? Holding on together to the rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and be not divided. Issues will come. Challenges will appear in the community. We will be tested and tried. We will see a problem and we will have different approaches to address those problems. Okay? But all of this is done as believers and to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It is not about my personal gains. It is not about your personal happiness. We are all in it for the betterment of the community, to play our role as those who enjoin what is good and forbid what is wrong. So, we are sitting in this musalla, right? This is a courtyard. It is used for many, many purposes. If you look on the right and on the left, you see hoops, like basketball hoops. Most of us, I think, almost probably 90% of sitting here in this courtyard, we don't even play these hoops, right? But why do we have these hoops? Because yes, there are some members in our community who are going to benefit from these hoops, who come and who play. And this courtyard turns into a small basketball court. Evolutionary process that this community is going through. And it is a continuous process. It doesn't end here. Okay, now we have fixed this, we have put on some hoops, it is good, kids will come and play. Yeah, and this is our desire, that in order to bring and attract our children, we created a space for them. So we came up, the leaders of the community came up, okay, let us do something that can attract these young Muslims, brothers and sisters to the masjid. Be able to connect them that this is a place where, along with praying, along with salah, along with learning Quran, along with their youth program, this is another activity and opportunity for them to be here. So we come up with different ideas collectively. And some of us may say that, what was the need? There are people who have come and said, we could have done something different than that. Yes. But we do this collectively, thinking about it and coming up with some answers and addressing the issues. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, again reminds us that in order to have this communication process, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "Ud'u ila sabili rabbika bil hikmah wal maw'izati al hasanah wa jadilhum billati hiya ahsan." Okay. Another advice Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is commanding us to do is that when you invite towards the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when you are trying to pull away the humanity from whatever they are doing towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, take their attention towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, bring them to the masjid or bring them towards Allah. How is it done? With hikmah, with wisdom, and in a nice way, nice manner. It is not done harshly. It is not done that, okay, shouting at someone, yelling at someone. It is not like that. And we know from the seerah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam that how Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was known to be a person of the loving nature and kind nature and generous nature. Even if someone is coming and pulling the shawl on his neck and making all the marks and scratching the throat of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, still turning around and smiling. It is very difficult. It is not easy. Just imagine if you're driving, someone cuts us on the road, immediate reaction is we want to yell and scream and maybe show the finger as well. It's human nature. We want to react immediately, and most of the time, reactions are not good. Reactions are not kind. If someone has done wrong, we immediately want to commit another wrong. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَلَا تَسْتَوِي الْحَسَنَةُ بِالسَّيِّئَةِ إِدْفَعْ بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. Another way to look at it, good and evil are not the same. So if someone has done evil and wrong, what are we supposed to do? Reply in a better way. And what will happen if we do that? That instead of answering evil with evil, if we turn that and answer something nicely and positively, then the same person, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, that who has done this wrong to you may become your very loving friend. This is the beauty of kindness and generosity, but many times we don't do that. Even within our own community, sometimes when we disagree, it is always shouting. Because we fail to understand, or because we have our own opinions on certain matters, and we don't want to pay attention to those things. So, in order to play that role of a community who enjoins what is good and forbids what is wrong, it starts with our individual effort, making this commitment to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala of a lifetime. Second thing that I said, holding fast to the rope of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the guidance that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given, holding on to that and not dividing among ourselves. Because what we are seeing already, we are 1.8 billion or so in the world, and the status of Muslim Ummah in the world is, we all know. And America, in Virginia, in this community, we have a role to play, my brothers and sisters. And we are to choose what role are we going to play. And how are we going to play that role of enjoining what is good and forbidding what is wrong. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. قال الله تعالى في القرآن المجيد: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. My dear brothers and sisters, we are talking about the evolution of our community. Right? So I started with the most important task that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given this community is standing up for what is right, inviting towards right, and forbidding what is wrong. How do we play that role? And in order to play that role, we have been commanded to use our hikmah, our wisdom. And this using our hikmah and our wisdom is to analyze the situation, to see how we can do this job in a better way, in a better fashion. What is America today was not in 1983 was the same America. Who would have thought just a few years ago that today we'll have a president who will be spewing hate about Islam and Muslims? Right? Challenges keep on changing. Okay? When in 1983 this community was started, there were a few individuals who came up, let us come, let us start this masjid. Slowly and slowly, alhamdulillah, now we do 3 Friday prayers here. Our biggest challenge on Jummah is to make sure that cars are coming in and leaving out quickly so that for next Jummah people can come and offer their prayers. Challenges, needs change. Community changes. Our community now, according to our different surveys, we have about Muslims, brothers and sisters who come to this masjid and they are from 50 or so different ethnicities. This is the beauty of this ummah. This is the beauty of our community here. All of us came from or were born here and raised here from all over the world, whatever part of the world. But we are proud to call ourselves Muslims. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has brought us here. Now in order to see, as they say that change is not easy, it is scary. And the biggest challenge for a community is to see, have a vision. What is this community going to be like in 2050? What is this community, who is going to be running this community in another 20 or 25 years? How are we preparing for it? Are we seeing, are we looking beyond the daily routines of our community, or are we looking at what are we seeing in another 20, 25, 30 years? Who's going to be running? Who's going to be giving khutbahs here? Running these youth programs or women programs or social services. How are these programs going to develop further so that we can really be those who are enjoining what is right and forbidding what is wrong in the society? So this is a task that is for us, my brothers and sisters. And for that, tomorrow inshallah we are holding a community meeting here after Salatul Maghrib. And we'll be discussing what is the future vision and mission of the Al-Hijrah. What are strategies, what are different ways that we are going to see and improve our community and address the issues that are ahead of us. I'm not going to give you today the numbers of American Muslim youth who are involved in drugs or other things that we don't want to mention. But numbers are looking very scary, my brothers and sisters. And if we are not going to plan now, and if we are not going to come up with programs and services that can benefit, that can help our young Muslim brothers and sisters, and that can help the society at large to understand what Islam is, to know who we are, and what role are we playing in the society. It's a huge challenge for us, for our community. Yes, it is for all American Muslim community. But we must start with from our community that we call our masjid, our Islamic center. To see beyond, to look for another 20, 25, 30, 50 years, what is this masjid going to be like? I was looking at, what are the churches doing about it? And one of the things that churches address this issue, that there is a problem of intergenerational churches. The churches are failing to offer churches for Christian that are intergenerational, where young people come and feel that this is their church as well. We must ask this ourselves, are our masajid having the same challenge of intergenerational challenges? Are we also failing to adapt to what is happening in the society at large? 30 years ago when this community was started, there was no such thing as internet. There was no such thing, cell phone in each and every person's hand. Communication media has changed. There are many other ways that people are communicating and getting to know one another. So how are we, as a community of Al-Hijrah, looking and addressing these issues that not only we are facing today, but we are going to face in another 20, 30 years? We must prepare, we must plan. And this is where, inshallah, I encourage all of us to be part of that process. Share knowledge that you have. Share your concerns, share your ideas, and let us make our community better and prepare for the future. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy upon us. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنًا وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنًا وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ رَبَّنَا لَا تُزِغْ قُلُوبَنَا بَعْدَ إِذْ هَدَيْتَنَا وَهَبْ لَنَا مِن لَّدُنكَ رَحْمَةً إِنَّكَ أَنتَ الْوَهَّابُ اللهم اغفر للمؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات الأحياء منهم والأموات. عباد الله رحمكم الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر. أقم الصلاة.